Okay, guys. So before we start to make the lower leg muscles over here, let's just make some few adjustments on the blockage that we have made of the toes. And actually, I will turn it all the toes. Oh, not the toes. Sorry, the feet. I will turn it just a little bit like this because I was feeling the feet too much for the center, and this should look more like this. Okay, and another thing that we have to make is to actually make that diagonal. So we need to down this a little bit more, the diagonal for these bones. Gonna have it more like, yeah, maybe not so big, and this one more over here for the tibia bone, right? Don't forget that we have this diagonal shape, this Christ, that will be most of time will be visible. And here I'm just making some little adjustments as well, but yeah, that's okay. Let's duplicate the feet to the other side, so I will do a mirror weld, and now let's turn on the muscles. Let's turn on just the lower leg the legs muscles, and this way we can continue with the crochet that we are making. So yeah, let's start with the patellar ligament. It's not exactly a muscle, but it will make the connection between the patella and the tibia bone. So I actually will duplicate this one, and we'll grab it right over. I duplicate it. I think I duplicate all the folder again. So delete all, go over this one, and then open the folder, and now duplicate. Control Shift D, and then I can grab it to the lower leg, upper legs, and here I will make another folder, lower legs muscles, lower leg muscles, actually without that S, but yeah, that's okay. I think here I grab it the wrong one. This should be here, and this patella should go where it is. I think I removed it, so the folder disappeared. Yeah, I'm gonna make a folder again. So lower leg muscles. Great. And here I will make just this ligament, this tendon, where it is, over here. Good. And let's make it right into this color. make it thinner, and position it right in place. Let's turn on this local symmetry, and that's it. I think it would be better to make zero measures, because here we have this star in the middle and I don't like it. Yeah, good, perfectly. So now I can make some fibers. Add some fiber looking with the Arp Cracks brush. And yeah, that's it. Make it connects right over the head of tibia bone there. And yeah, for the bones, we can clearly see that the lower leg can be separated. Let me show you. Can be separated in, you know, this part over here, which have this lot of muscles, just as the forearms, you know, just like this, the extensors, and those one in the back, that will be the the gastrocnemius muscles, and also the soleus, which will be this one, kind of a bed for the gastrocnemius, and also we're gonna have the tibia bone, which is this part over here. Okay, so the trick here is to think the muscles not exactly symmetrical and more like off-centered, because once we have this transversal cut, we're gonna see that this part over here will be the tibia bone, and this one will be the fibula, right? So this would be all the volume, the general volume for the gastrocnemius. Here will be the general volume for the soleus, and here will be all the volume for those front and lateral muscles, which are those ones. So one good tip that we have here, that Procol says, is in order to memorize the general looking for the muscles, yeah, let me first do a general overview. So we're gonna have the gastrocnemius, as I said, just over right over the soleus muscle. You know, the gastrocnemius will be those two here on the back, and will be attached right there in those condyles of femur bone. And yeah, then we're gonna have the soleus. The soleus will be right behind the gastrocnemius, and will attach also into the calcaneus bone with the Achilles tendon right here. So both gastrocnemius and soleus will be attached on the calcaneus bone with the Achilles tendon, right? Then we're gonna have the other muscles. The first one on the front will be the tibialis anterior. The tibialis anterior is because it starts over the tibia, and it's more on the front of the leg. So it will be this first one. If we have a look here, we can clearly see the tibialis anterior, this one in the front, right? And notice that this is the gastrocnemius, this is the soleus, so we are missing just here the tibialis anterior, so we are missing the external digitorium and those two here, the peroneus longus and peroneus brevis, which will be right over the center, and they have kind of this double looking, so yeah, let's start to make then. Yeah, I'll just have a look here. We have okay, another thing that is quite nice that Procol says is we're gonna have this big one and then a small one, a big one and small one, big one and small one and big one, so big, small, big, small, big. This by looking from the side view, so this is easier way to memorize. And tibialis anterior, because will be the first one right over the tibia bone. Extensor digitorum, because will be the second one and will be will make those tendons for the fingers. Then the peroneus, which will be those the double one, the peroneus longus and peroneus brevis, and then the soleus and gastrocnemius, right? So let's start by making, I think, the soleus, because once we know the soleus will be under the gastrocnemius, let's start with this one. And yeah, as you can see here, it's gonna starts on it's gonna have its origin on the upper second third of posterior surface of tibia and fibula, right? So we're gonna have this region as the origin, and they will concentrate and attach over the calcaneus, right? So let's do it. I erased this window. I don't remember, but I turned it on full screen by the shortcut Control F, but that's okay. So yeah, let's maybe, I think we could use one of those geometry. So I will actually duplicate where it is, duplicate the fibula, and I will position it right over that lower leg folder. Upper leg and lower leg is there. All right. Grab it right over here. Okay, so I can, with the move brush, grab it more going toward the heels, the calcaneal. And actually this is a Dynamesh. Yeah, I think it's a Dynamesh object. So I'm gonna make a zero mesh with the lowest poly count. Let's see what we have here, because I think will be easier to position it. Yeah, just perfectly, just perfect. Now I'm gonna work with move brush and back face masking, so we can change the form. Maybe we're gonna need to make some adjust after we have all the other muscles, but let's start to make and position just a little bit this as the soleus. I'm gonna try to subdivide it, maybe. No, that's okay. After I can subdivide it. Let's just correct the shape here. Yeah, and that's okay. So now let's duplicate. Now let's duplicate this subtool, Ctrl Shift D, and then we can grab it just as the gastronymus. And for the gastronymus, we're gonna have to divide this object, this muscle, in two nice parts. So maybe if we position it here, and then it gonna makes this tilt, this curvature between the two femur condyles. Maybe do another zero measure. And then let's first position, and after we can better detail this. Then I'm gonna duplicate and make just like this. So here you can position it. Um, and then we can blend everything to the calcaneus. All right, and what we could do here is start to subdivide sometimes, and then we can make general the general volume for the gastronimus. And one thing that is quite nice to have in mind is this region that is formed by the tendons. And always pay attention to make the inner part more the inner part closer to the bottom, to the floor, and the outer part more higher, more higher, no, just higher. Sorry. And also be sure that it is quite off-centered. So also we can select it and tilt this just a little bit to the center. And do the same with this other part here. Tilt it out and position this part to the between the epicondyles. Here I'm trying to do the same, but I think I will need to turn even more. But make sure that we have that you're gonna have the same insertion, and they are not like separated muscles as we are doing here. It would actually blend first, but just in order to understand, let's make it like this. Yeah,